sell at our shows.
Wow.
So we just thought, we want people to be able to hear these songs.
Sure.
Now, since we've done that, Roadrunner is re-releasing Dog Days in a deluxe edition with some new other songs.
That's cool.
So that record will be out next year as well.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys plan on, that's very cool. That's great. That's encouraging. You guys plan on staying out pretty much on the road? You're going to kind of take a little hiatus and get back when the new record comes out, or what you're going to be doing with that?
Well, we've got shows up till, we're booked into the summer, but we're going to probably take maybe June off, and then we'll be playing up until then. And then once the record comes out, we'll hit it pretty hard.
Tour de force, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got Lori and Carrie from Blue Mountain in studio, straight from the Magnolia State to the Volunteer State, a band that, by the way, has covered Rocky Top live, I believe, haven't you? Yeah. You may have done that in Knoxville once. I think that's where I heard it. Can you do another one for us?
Sure.
What you going to do?
We're going to do another song off the new record. This one doesn't have a name either.
All right, cool.
We're going to get these names together before the record
That's
comes out.
fine,
Trust
man.
me, Benny.
That's fine, brother.
Slipped away in the twilight at the end of a summer day, standing up in the moonlight, sipping on a Beaujolais. Then you lay me on a towel, started speaking about hours, saying ooh, 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 I love the way you groove me. Hey, I love the way that you groove me, baby. Lay your hands on me, honey, play me like a guitar. I don't need a lot of money, 'cause you make me feel like a star. Got me swaying in a full tilt swoon, and I like that to move, saying ooh, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, I love the way that you groove me. Yeah, I love the way that you groove me, baby. These days are so fine, wrapped in honeysuckle vine, like a kite riding on a breeze. Your love lifts me right off of my knees. And these are the good times, in spite of the headlines. Seems like the whole world's gone to war. We know that love is what life is for sure. Kick your shoes off, baby, and let your hair hang long. Come and sit by me on the riverbank, I'll sing you a sweet love song. I wanna love you every night and day. I need to hear you say, ooh, ooh, I love the way you groove me. Yeah, I love the way that you move when you groove, when you groove, when you move with my baby.
Great stuff, new stuff, untitled stuff. Blue Mountain in studio. So daggone new it doesn't even have a name. Very cool stuff. So glad you guys are back making music. Carrie and Lori from Blue Mountain, again, here on 90.3 The Rock and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. And again, you can check that out on channel 194 on the Comcast digital package, channel 65 here on campus of the University of Tennessee, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday nights at 9. Tell me as well, did you both grow up in Mississippi, or did you kind of transplants, or you spent a lot of time living there, I know?
Well, I've lived there on and off for 21 years, but
Yep.
I'm from New Orleans originally.
Okay, cool.
And moved up to Oxford when I was, I guess it was in 1988, however old I was then. I can't remember.
Will not remember.
21, something
Yeah.
like that.
Those private school kids in Oxford dig Blue Mountain too, huh?
Yeah,
That Ole Miss,
yeah.
the Grove.
Yeah,
What-
but Carrie's from Mississippi. He's,
Right.
Yeah.
What did you all, let's get to that obligatory question. Who did you all grow up listening to? Who, when you heard them on the radio, maybe AM radio at night, or whatever, on the old phonograph or whatever, you said, man, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to sing. That's what I want to play. That's who I want to be. Who, Kerry?
For me, when I was growing up, I heard lots and lots of 70s country music.
Yeah.
Because I was growing up in rural Mississippi. I didn't tune my station to that. That's what I heard a lot of.
Yeah.
Just living there. When I got old enough to listen to what I wanted to, it was what's classic rock now.
Right, sure.
So it was everything from early maybe late 60s through the stuff that's basically played on classic rock stations.
Sure. From Mott the Hoople to Foghat.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you throw in some Waylon, some Willie, some Outlaws and stuff, and then you kind of have a little bit of what Blue Mountain sounds like when you throw a little bit of that.
Those things, plus when I moved to North Mississippi, it was a really great time for hearing Hill Country Blues.
Oh, yeah, man.
And so it had Junior and RL, and that kind of seeped into it, and that's pretty much the Blue Mountain thing, with a little bit of punk rock thrown in.
Oh, yeah. The obligatory punk rock. Yeah, maybe that crazy band, the Windbreakers from back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lori, the same for you, basically, but I mean, coming from New Orleans, my gosh,
Yeah, I heard a lot of different stuff. A lot of classic rock. My parents were into bluegrass and actually Everly Brothers and stuff like that. And then when I started listening to my own stuff, I went through a pretty heavy glam phase.
Yeah.
Total Bowie fan.
Very much so. T-Rex. Yeah.
But everything from Neil Young to T-Rex to tons of Beatles.
Which, by the way, a lot of people cover Neil Young. You guys are one of the best to cover Neil Young, and I always love it when you did, and probably still do, maybe, I guess, from time to time.
Sometimes.
Every now and then.
And it's kind of cool when you're not dating too much each other. But, when we were growing up on the radio, you could hear the Outlaws going into Foghat, going into War, and it was a great variety that definitely influenced me and sounds like you all as well. It's Blue Mountain live in studio and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. Kerry Hudson, Lori Sterrett. Can we get one more tune before Mr. Lee whisks you down to sound check, I guess?
Sure.
Yes.
What you going to do? Another Untitled?
No, this one has a name.
All right.
It's called Midnight in Mississippi.
Oh, cool.
Midnight in Mississippi, and all the girls are starting to look pretty. The boys are getting ready to rumble. The stoners are starting to stumble, hanging out in a viper's den, hitting the pipe with my crazy friends. Baby, take a drink from my loving cup. Maybe me and you could watch the sun come up. Red wine and marijuana, you made me feel like I really wanna. You made me feel like a mighty hero, but I can't remember how to count to zero. So said I really like your band. You know my daddy was a guitar man. I got a truck parked right outside. Baby, maybe we could take a midnight ride. Took a ride out to Junior Kimbrough's. We parked the car and steamed up the windows. The place was packed and the food was fried. A sign said no dope smoking inside. Bumping booties with a big old girl with gold teeth and a Jerry curl. Junior's eyes are rolling back in his head. He's laying down some blues that could wake the dead. Well, I'm raising hell with a rebel yell, banging on the bell at the Old Miss Motel. I can't seem to find my room key. I wonder, could it be the shroom tea? Stumbling with my brand new friend. And as the walls began to span, she said, don't worry, honey, I'm a night nurse. I got some medicine right here in my purse. Well, we made it on the bed and we made it on the floor. She's sweating like a racehorse and hollering more. But then came a banging on the motel door. A voice said, open up, you lying whore. He kicked the door in and came inside. I was looking for a place to hide. He pulled out a knife. He said, that's my wife. And I love her, boy, you're gonna pay with your life. It's midnight in Mississippi. Midnight in Mississippi. Yeah.
Great stuff live in studio. Blue Mountain, Midnight in Mississippi on a beautiful Saturday, early evening here in Knoxville. Kerry Hudson, Laurie Sterrett, and Blue Mountain, as I said, Frank Couch also in the band. Going to be playing tonight at Patrick Sullivan's in the Old City. The Timley Three going to crank things up in style at about 10 o'clock or so. And again, for my money, one of the best rock and roll bands you can lay your money down and see is this band right here. And we are very, very happy that they're back and laying it down on stage as well. It is so good seeing you two again.
Same here, Benny.
And hearing you two
Thanks
again.
for today and all the times in the past.
Well, absolutely. And we look forward to the future, to the new record, and hopefully having you guys back into town. Congratulations again for getting back together, and have a great show tonight, and just stay in touch with us. We'd love to have you back when you guys hopefully come back with the new records out.
We will. Look for us in the fall.
You got it. We'll do. Blue Mountain live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV.
Slipped away in the twilight at the end of a summer day. Skinny dipping in the moonlight, sipping on a Beaujolais.